let me say that we sampled over 17,000 Ghanaians. The difference there between this and the statistical service sample is the fact that they did per household, and so it depends on the sample. For us, we did almost 18,000 Ghanaians as our sample for that survey. And in it, we wanted to know what Ghanaians thought corruption was. And so at the end of the day, our analysis showed clearly that bribery was the best indicator Ghanaians appreciated as corruption,
right,
because they saw a lot of other things. Again, we went to look at the perceptions of Ghanaians when it comes to the subject matter of corruption. And for the first time, in a comprehensive manner, we decided to also look at experiences of Ghanaians when it comes to corruption. And in this, I am mentioning the Transparency International methodology, which is the Global Corruption Barometer. It seeks to ask if you have had an interaction with a public officer. And in the interaction, they follow, if you have not had an interaction, then you do not proceed to these other questions in the survey. But if you have had an interaction, then the other question then follows. Did you pay a bribe, or did you not have to pay a bribe? Or if you have had to pay something as a compensation of sorts? And it's revealing, we did it per the institutions. And in therein, if you look at that report, you would realize that in most of the institutions that have been mentioned by the Statistical Service, ours, we decided to categorize the institutions a little bit differently than what they have done now. We have the executive, we have the legislature, the judiciary, but in this current report, you realize that they have looked at the issues differently, categorized the various institutions providing services in a very different manner. And I think that is also very exhaustive. They have their reasons for doing that, and it's also good. But we are saying that for a fact we've done this before. It's not surprising at all, the figures we have found. And then on the issue of the dynamics around gender and corruption, again, the Ghana Integrity Initiative, as far back as 2014, I was part of that research, myself and my former boss, Mr. Vitus Azim. We documented the gender dynamics of corruption. And this current survey, again, confirms the views of Ghanaians when it comes to who is more likely to pay a bribe between men and women, and who is less likely to request